Mike, before last night's fight, I might have said Valentina Shevchenko is the best 125er in the world, regardless of gender.
Yep.
You will struggle to find a bigger Valentina Shevchenko fan than me. And it's because of how good she is everywhere, right? Like, she is equal parts striking and grappling, a 17-time world Muay Thai champion who's winning via mounted crucifix. Like, she just has a certain way about her that if she was a little bit bigger, she beat Holly freaking Holm, who walks around at 165 pounds, and she walks in the cage at 132, right?
Yep.
This is a woman who's an incredible fighter and has had two very, very close decision losses to Amanda Nunes. And you have to think, okay, if she was a little bit bigger, pound for pound, could she have got the job done against Amanda Nunes, who is by far the greatest women's fighter of all time? I might argue yes. So going into last night, and I think most of the world would too, because the betting odds going into last night, she was a minus 2,000 favorite, which is there are fewer bets you could make, with bigger favorites than that. This was kind of revered as a lamb being put to slaughter here, because everyone understands how good Valentina Shevchenko is. And to be honest, we just don't know a whole lot about Jennifer Maia. Fast forward to last night. Jennifer Maia wins one round, and we start to think that this is a competitive fight. Tell me a little bit about what happened last night and why Jennifer Maia had some success against Shevchenko.
First of all, I want to make things very clear for those who did watch that fight. And we often get those beer goggles. When we see somebody who's a dominant champion face any adversity, all of a sudden it's like, is this the person? like, look, guys. Yo, Valentina Shevchenko won 21 of those 25 minutes outright. Period, point blank. There was some competitive grappling exchanges. Who was on the top for a majority of it? There was some competitive grappling against the cage, and Maia was trying to control, and just holding Shevchenko in place for 30 seconds is being heralded as the next coming. Guys, slow down. This woman is... I don't know if she's a spy. I don't know if she's like Tomb Raider come to life. I don't care what's going on. Dude,
all the above, man. She's
all of
the
it.
Female John Wick.
Dude, that's straight. That's the perfect way of putting it. She's just John Wick, just Russian version, like just going in on people. Now, Jennifer Maia, amazing effort because she didn't get stomped. That is a huge accomplishment. Again, that's the thing. What is a greater testament to someone's greatness than you you made someone blink twice and go, wait, what?
Yeah.
Did you see that guy who bet 12 G's on Shevchenko to win, and his earnings was $600? You bet 12 G's to win $600. Are you kidding me?
Bro, that's the worst bet I've ever seen anyone
make. That's one of the worst bets I've ever heard.
It's guaranteed. Listen, I think it was pretty much guaranteed money regardless. That you could bet anything on Valentina Shevchenko winning. I don't see somebody beating her. But the risk to reward for that's not even risk reward. That means if you put $10 on Valentina Shevchenko to win, you would have lost money. You had to have bet $2,000 to turn any sort of profit on Valentina Shevchenko, which is absurd. You know what I mean? Like, this is how heavily favored she was in this fight. And she's incredible, right? She's just so freaking good. Now, that being said, she lost one round. And the question now has to be asked. We have to beg the question. Just how good is Jennifer Maia? No, I'm kidding. Is this now the dawn of a new era where we see, because I remember listening to the corner of Jennifer Maia and thinking, are you stupid? What are you talking about? Because they said I think it was at the end of round one, or it was at the end of one of the rounds. They were like, okay, Jennifer, here's what you have to be doing. I don't know if it was the translator who got it wrong, but they were saying, okay, so what you got to do, get in quick, then get out. Okay, stick and move. I'm like, against Valentina Shevchenko, are you out of your mind? No, that is not what you do. You bury your head in her chest, you hold her up against the cage, and you rip her to the body. That's what Usman did to Masvidal. That's what you do when you're the inferior striker who's stronger. That is absolutely the only way that you're going to get anything from this. And when she did that, she had success. When she would trade with Shevchenko, she lost.
It's not even close. The striking battle. Why would you ever want to get into a kickboxing battle with a Muay Thai specialist?
And Shevchenko didn't even kick. She was just trying to whack her with the left.
Boxing
she
her.
Was just whacking her with the left.
We did see one thing though. Shevchenko likes to exit to her right every single time that she's finishing a combination. Now,
She's
I
coming
don't
over
think
the
there's a,
top with
I
the
don't
left,
think with the left, right?
right?
So she steps out to the right. I think it's a hole that won't be exploited because no one has a technical ability to be able to take advantage of
And
it.
it won't be there next time. That's the thing with Shevchenko.
It just won't. That's the thing. People start talking about a hole. She's like, oh, no. You think I can't wrestle? Watch this. You think I can't grapple? I'm going to take the BJJ black belt down and let you guys know I'm more than capable. Those hip tosses, those judo throws.
She's a judo black belt in her own right. You know what I mean? Like, she's good everywhere. She's going to say, okay, your strength is jiu-jitsu? No problem. Check this out. I'm going to engage with you. I'm going to toss you. I'm going to smash you.
Powerful. And clearly Jennifer Maia, if they were in a weightlifting competition, Jennifer Maia can probably lift more than her.
Yep.
Like strength for strength, Shevchenko is functional strength. You want to talk about like Jennifer Maia just in terms of size? That's one thing. The explosive athleticism, like you just said, Shevchenko possesses an elite athletic trait that she can fight above her weight. She literally did it for years.
No kidding. And it's just because technically she's so good that your size almost doesn't matter because her game plan doesn't necessarily depend on that. It depends on her explosiveness. And I was a little surprised at times that she didn't want to just, because it's not like Maia was rushing to engage with her. She was the one who was pushing in and
engaging in the clinch.
So I thought that Shevchenko would have used a more kick heavy approach, especially because she had some success with that, right? With the kick to the body, almost with the head kick, right? That was only narrowly blocked by the glove. And I was thinking, okay, clearly she wants to wrestle and she wants to, I guess, win comfortably, and not put herself in a position of threat, because she knows if I put Jennifer Maia on her back and I'm in side control or even in half guard, she can't hurt me. So even if it's not a position that is thrilling to watch, I know that she can't do anything to me from half guard. I can drop, elbows to her face. I can rip her to the body, but she's very strong. So maybe if I get caught with something on the feet, I don't want to do that. So all in all, she wins 4-1 pretty convincingly. And we are still here thinking, damn, that was somewhat competitive because she actually didn't win by incredible knockout or landslide decision.
Yeah, I agree. It's Shevchenko put it's again the mark of greatness, right? You're looking at this girl and she comes in there, she's dominating everybody, and you're like, holy shit, this is like there's just gaps to this. And you look at the people and the way that they fare, usually getting stomped. And you go and have a competitive round and another competitive clinch here and there. And it's like, yo, we're talking about this at one point in the middle of the fight, the odds for Shevchenko went down to a -300 favorite, a far cry from the -2,000 that she opened at.
Oh, but is that all? Only a -300. So essentially what she was.
That's when you put your 12 Gs. That's when you put your 12 Gs down.
But only that. That's what she was a favorite against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, which she won that pretty freaking convincingly too, right? Like, I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the fight, they showed her last 5 fight odds. -330, -1,400, -1,600, -2,000. It's like, oh my God, guys, is there anybody that can pose any challenge to Shevchenko at all? Which leads me to this, and we can wrap on this. Do you see, is it Caitlin Chookagian again? Is there somebody in the division who we can say, is it just Andrade? Is there somebody in the division that we can say, this is the next person who has to fight Valentina Shevchenko? And if so, do we give her any shot of dethroning the champ?
Listen, man, it's the right to lose championship right now. Like, you get to be the champion's bitch. Let's be clear here.
Same with Amanda Nunes, right?
That's it. 100%. Like, who is fighting for the shot to get clipped? That's it. How many times do you want to lose to the champion? You want to get knocked out cold? I got you. You want to get submitted? I got you. You want to lose a technical 5-round battle? It's not much of a battle because you're getting outpointed every 2 seconds. It's just, where do you beat her? The clinch? Do you beat her in striking, from spacing, close range for striking, mid-range boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai range? I don't care what you're doing. You're in trouble. There's no holes in the game. She's going to exploit any mistake. Remember when Maia tried to push off the cage and tried to use that to try to, and then almost immediately got submitted with a rear naked? Like, the second you do anything out of character, she's taking advantage of it. Yep. This is someone who doesn't make mistakes, who's waiting for you to make one. I don't see anybody doing anything other than fighting for the shot, to take another L.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
I don't know where she is in the pound for pound rankings in the UFC, but she needs to be higher because I think if she fought Figueiredo, I might say, yo, Shevchenko's going to win anyway. Like if she's so good and she can crack with her hands. She has ridiculous kicks. And she admitted, she was a little bit tentative because she was coming off MCL surgery. I wanted to make sure that she didn't, re-aggravate the injury. There's so much to like about Valentina Shevchenko. And I think that might actually be a problem for her in terms of marketing her fights because none of them are competitive. So there's not a single person that we could say, I don't know, that could be the one, at least at this time. Anyway, we'll open it up to you guys. What do you guys think of Valentina Shevchenko? Where does she rank amongst the pound for pound greats in the UFC or of all time in women's fighting altogether? I think she's at least number 2 all time. I would have her there at minimum, right? What do you guys think? How long will her reign be? Is it now that she's lost one round? Can we expect more of that in her career? Let us know what you think of the female John Wick, Valentina Shevchenko. Forget the bullet.